Straight on into the match here, so it is going to be that Giovanna rocking it out against that, like I said, the recent acquisition of Sin coming up for Razzo. But Sin is a very straightforward, powerful character, and Razzo is a very intuitive player. So, you know, it's the type of character that makes a lot of sense on paper. It's pretty easy to be able to pick up if you're a player that's as talented as Razzo is.
Exactly. A little bit more difficult to try and keep up the stamina management, but the reward that you get, you know, the value that you get from spending those calories definitely comes up so huge. But the gold burst going to come out on the EX hook kick.
Oh my, okay, the go boot coming straight through with the BRC. Does get that staggered pressure afterwards, but a nice IED out from Razzo.
There we go, no chuck on the spiral arrow, a little bit late on the DP, but hey, that's how it goes. Now Kreator with the RC seals out the first round.
Definitely a strong start with both bursts already off the table here. And okay, flash on the 5P, gets the counter hit afterwards too. I like that though. That's a good player-to-player situation though, because Razzo's the type of player that will always mash if you give her room.
Yeah, exactly. Even on hit with the triple 5Ps, says, okay, this is an awkward spacing situation. What are we going to try and do? Plus, after the dive kick, and still able to maintain the corner as well for Kreator, but still needs one more hit. The whip of the 6P, and didn't build up the RC in time.
Yeah, and that's a couple quick counter hits in a row. Does dash up for the throw and gets the fast RC to be able to secure the perfect and the finish there. Kreator with a very strong start to game one.
Yeah, there we go. Definitely setting the pace here with the Giovanna, but immediately back into the character select. We're like, what are we thinking? How can we, you know, swap things up? Maybe the Sin not working, but we still got 4 or 5 other characters in the bank to maybe try and make our way over.
If I was going to switch, I really do think that Razzo's character in this game, I feel like Slayer is made with her in mind. I feel like she's very good at setting tempo, very good at being able to, you know, take advantage in certain situations. So usually I would like to see the Vampire, but I do think sticking it out with Sin can be okay as well. But well, you know, we'll see. This is if I was picking for her, this is what I would select.
For my money, it's going to be the Slayer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, pulling up. I mean, we had a couple good opportunities where we were finding the mash-outs, but in general, right, we were just locked down in this corner even when we were finding the interrupts. So, hey, if we want to put a little more reward on the mash-outs, I mean, Slayer's your guy.
Oh, absolutely. And, I mean, just to spearhead that again, it is especially because of how much reward you get on the standing situations afterwards, because you can convert basically everything into map hunts, be able to get aggressive and get these restands. Not mattering much here so far, as Kreator's doing a great job in footsies, though.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, the counter hit 5-8. We saw it last game. We'll see it again. The enhanced spiral arrow coming up from Kreator. Staggers with the close slashes, but knows that it's lethal, so a little bit more respect from Razzo than we might like. The counter hit 2H should be a clean kill, especially with no burst to have to worry about.
Yeah, extremely neat and tidy. Very good there on the jump and confirm. Gets through the jump loop and is able to secure it. So, I mean, a wild assault available for both here, but Kreator still sitting on a great lead, especially with the 2D start.
Yeah, it's working out super well for Kreator, just doing a good job of boxing out Razzo, making sure that she doesn't have the opportunity to get things started, but even off the map a hunch, the double dash just stopped in your tracks here by 6P. Kreator clearly has done a little bit of homework in the matchup.
No, definitely. Poke from Max Distance, try to go for the Tatsu. Does end your turn, and Slayer finally going to get an opportunity, but a throw from Gio.
Oh, there we go. Tried to go for the cross through, but instead, Kreator, familiar with the character himself, still gets caught up with the high knees. Razzo eventually going to burst, but Kreator goes for the longest burst bait in the world. 2 games up against Razzo.
You know, with how much Slayer is chilling when he gets to the ground, you think he would just get back up.
That's what I'm saying, man. He's like, he's sitting there all dandy, legs crossed. He's like, I don't know about this one. I don't know if you want to bring me back into this game number 3, Miss Ma'am.
This is the double-edged sword of being a player like Razzo, though, because I do think counter-picking is extremely... Oh, we haven't seen this in a minute. It's been a while since we've seen the Giovanna.
Yo, the ego is crazy. You saw that from Kreator. He's like, oh, really? And game number 3, you think you can reverse sweep in the mirror real quick? Okay. And then she's like, I'm going to try my best. He's like, all right, I respect it. Game number 3, 3 different characters coming out from Razzo, but we're going back to old reliable as far as the Geo goes. Of course, Razzo in the yellow, Kreator in the default.
Like that with the close slash. Look at the risk gauge here. The danger gauge. Blinking heavily, trying to find something. Does find the counter hit. Mortal counter looking good and gets the burst out.
We got the yellow, we got the green, the flashing purple, the red on the risk, and now Kreator so worse for wear right now. How are we going to leverage the 50 to try and escape? No FD to try and make your way on out, but now, no confirm off that 2K.
Oh, harass the legs once again, does get the Tatsu out, but at that point, no way to really get yourself back in there and get your head above water. You just can't even take the trade.
Yep. Ooh, okay. Dash in with the 5K, but it's just going to whip right in front of Razzo's face. He takes the opportunity to throw.
Oh, okay. Far slash working out well. Continuing to do amazing things with the empowered, the doggy arrow.
Yeah, the doggy arrow. Yeah. We're looking for a lot of these IBFDs to try and make the situation after a little bit less advantageous, but Kreator still running away with it. We built up the 50, no burst to your name, so should be putting Kreator on, I was gonna say set point. Maybe we needed RC just to get one more hit before the wall splat, but it doesn't matter. We still secure set point.
Missed confirm and a great press there. Definitely love the idea between them both. And like you said, on the verge right now. It does go for the flip kick straight away, but no pressure afterwards.
Yeah. All right, off to a decent start. Waiting for that burst to come back up. Razzo, off of a big starter, still has a get out of jail free card. Ooh, able to escape with the IAD. A little twinkle step with the 5K.
Okay, and he's going to be able to secure the wall break there. Not getting any kind of hard knockdown, but that's okay. Wins out footsie straight away and has that positive bonus racking up, so 50 meter already.
Yeah, found the hit on the far slash, but a little bit too delayed on the 5H. Looking for some stagger and didn't believe in the hit. PRC to stay safe, but Wild Assault to stay right in Razzo's face. The toss, 50% built here for Kreator and a big counter hit. When are we going to burst? We're waiting for it. The PRC, the Wild Assault, but Razzo lives with just a pixel.
Yeah, and try to go for the Wild Assault there to actually take out the burst. Continuing to actually apply good chip and does find the low on the 2S. The multi-hit connects and Kreator, lucky, only one game needed to be able to play that type of neutral. I don't think there's going to be a lot of awkward turn steals from Ooey.
Yeah. And I mean, the mental stack gets incredibly terrifying, right? As you're seeing, like, oh, you're looking for a Rin, you're looking for Nagia, high, low, the hop into the throw, and all of a sudden they're just pulling up for a second Fujin. You're like, wait, I gave them extra, corner carry, extra risk for free. But heading on into a game number 1, we see the mini Faust and the Koi just to go right through immediately. Ooeygooey gradually walking Skullduggers down to this corner.
Yeah, and I mean, any questions of matchup experience on the other side have immediately been answered. That was a godlike twirl, and now is able to take that backdash, retake their turn, and have the little homies come through for the punish.
Yeah, and you have the trumpet behind it, right? So not the worst thing in the world to give up pressure when you know that you got a little bit more pressure to go. Round number 1 to Ooeygooey.
Sure, after the start is able to find the overhead. Not quite as much reward as it once was, but it's really good for tacking on that damage. And speaking of tacking on damage.
Jesus, oh my god. Sent through the wall. The doctor definitely needs a little bit of medical attention here. Skullduggers worse for wear on the HP. Still has a burst available, but scary on the backdash, right? Force to the corner.
Okay, good burst timing there. Chucks out the item. Unfortunately, it's just a donut. And Ooeygooey is the one to actually be able to get it. So after a sweet treat, a little bit of Fujin, game 1.
That's really having your donut and eating it too, right? You know, you got the IAD, you got a little bit of extra health for it, and you're like, oh, this trade is fine because I got the health back anyway. And immediately off the scramble, we take game number 1.
Who doesn't love a good donut?
That's what I'm saying.
Nice burst.
Nice burst. Beautiful burst. 100-ton weight coming out here. Didn't even need the Koi. We're just pulling up into the Fujin. And we get the combo Nagia up against the... Oh,
look at the life total. Look at the red. We are in so much danger here. Ooeygooey back at it again, and now potentially one interaction.
Yeah, Ooeygooey. Now we got Skullduggers just oozing out the HP as we go, actually chipping away at the health. All right, positive bonus leaves us with just a little bit more for one more PRC, but instead, Skullduggers with the Scarecrow PRC to escape.
Taps the dust, still not enough to kill, but that's okay. Still applying pressure, and we've already earned enough respect to be able to go for the double Fujin.
Sometimes all you need is that 6H, though, advancing our way on through. Barely any health taken from Ooeygooey. Skullduggers, we got to dig deep a little bit to try and find the answer. So many of these Fujins are just getting unchecked.
Like that, gets the punish. Meteors come through. We're able to find the command, though, because of it.
Yeah, get a sick fade under the meteor shower. That's how it goes, that New Year's cut. Oh, there we go. We got a little bit of pressure, a little bit of health back off the donut, too, but a little bit of meter here. That gold burst, successful from Ooeygooey.
Ah, not the trade you want to see. Ooh. Life total starting to dwindle here. What a trade combo.
All right, we got the Afro, but not looking for a new dude just yet. We try and send out the bomb back, but we bait out the burst too, just chilling on the ground. The anti-air starter gives us a little bit to work with here, especially on the instant burst.
Harass with the low, close slash. Finally does find them feet again. Checking the toes. 2 in a row here for Ooeygooey.
I've never seen Ooeygooey locked in like that. Well, actually, you know, I've never seen Ooeygooey in real life up until this point. Somehow, despite the amount of events that they've gone to in like the past like 1.5 years.
With that said,
well, that being said, I don't have a big sample size, but you know, they look quite focused and definitely showing it in-game as well. The jump over the bomb sets up the mini Faust. We got the banana peel behind. How are you navigating the chaos? You can only hold on so long with 80 items on the screen. Another afro to reset, but you have the trumpet that you got to jump over for Skullduggers.
Yeah, I had to avoid the kindergartners there. Gets to pick up with the 2S, good damage, and is able to secure the kill. You know, bomb for a little bit of a snack. Still all good to go. Skullduggers potentially going to get on the board here with a full burst still available.
Dude, the way Faust eats that bomb is grotesque, which, you know, it shouldn't be surprising considering everything else we see from Faust, but, you know, something about it in the slow-mo really got me. Now we got the mini Faust just doing a little patrol action. We Fujin on through, just trying to clear that screen threat, but we got to worry about 100 ton as well.
Very good twirl.
Yeah. I like the jump over from Skullduggers, get some positioning off of it if we're going to clear it off the screen easy.
Harassing with the low again, finds the high.
Yeah.
Good IB.
Okay, wait it out, shoot the bomb. Oh, but wait it out, the J2K, the BRC, and the bomb behind, but awkward launch, right? We're a little bit too far, so it doesn't end up bringing them into the sky for a full combo.
Tab does, finds it again. Should be just enough to kill with a double dash cancel. Gets the code twice in a row and takes us to potentially the final round.
Damn, he's good. Karako, now 1 round away. Just a little bit of a burst advantage, but we shouldn't make too much of a difference after this combo. I say, as the Wild Assault just barely keeps you right out of that burst range. And there we go, the Rin for the wall big. 50% already lost from Skullduggers.
Overhead, what else? Gets the throw. Really on the brink of things here.
Okay, gold burst out, trying to get a little bit more meter. I'm not assuming we're going to see the item toss super, but Nagiha, the PRC for all the damage in the world. We break the glass, we splat the wall, and it's 3-0 for Ooeygooeychewysnickers.
Hops up straight away. You love to see him. I feel like he's gotten more, whether it's been worse or better, he's been more interesting every patch. And I think they're doing it again. Yeah. Archis has hit a home run with this character every single time this one.
Yeah. All right, let's see it. We're going to let the intros rock. We got the home run swing from Nagoriyuki, but we got the hometown hero, Mr. King himself, MFCR on the Leo, pulling up.
And this is a very big deal here. Winner side, winner goes on to the top 16. Only need to play 1 match today until you have to clock back in tomorrow. I believe it's like 2:30, so you know you got a lot of time to prep for your opponent.
Exactly, yeah. I was even seeing some gamers before top 48 grinding out on the casual setups as well, trying to make sure you're as warm as possible as we head on into it. Another top 16 qualifier. The immediate throw coming up from Hotashi. I wonder what we're looking for off the round start. Maybe trying to check a Berserker Slash, but instead we pull up and bait out a second DP. Says, all right, MFCR, I believe you. Bait out the burst as well. Oh,
okay.
Brother.
I love it. This is, honestly, I'm so down.
Miguel's my goat, but it's pretty funny though.
This is that energy though.
Bro, he like twisted his neck off of his shoulders. Holy.
And pop the thumbs? What are you?
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna pull out the extendo arm, man. Maybe the extendo break. No!
The craziest thing is that the last round oh no, with the blood pop. Okay.
Wait, we might be so back. All right, doesn't quite build up the 50 here, but should be meaty into the guard crush. You are not gonna recover in time, my friend. Straight into the Shizu.
What? Good damage here.
Yep.
Gets that knockdown. Fukyo forward. Oh, and goes for the triple. Trying to build up the blood pretty aggressively here, but that's going to end the round on a quick 2D.
Yeah, fine after the Blood Rage pop. We're just going to go for the gamble. We have all the blood gates to go through, but still finds the whiff punish here for MFCR. Terrifying way to, you know, try and guess on the spacing, but ends up coming up huge for it.
I like that round 1 started with a shimmy from MFCR. Round 2 started with a shimmy from Hotashi. Round 3, they both were like, ceasefire.
Yep. They said, hold on. Take a couple steps back, you know, 10 paces, and then we duel, but no, instead we're back in each other's faces once again, blocking the overhead, 5K, PRC, 50 for 50, and we still find another overhead just so spaced out here for Hotashi.
Gets the gold burst out of him too. What a nightmare scenario there in Hotashi with that little fist pump. He's feeling it right now. Game 1, and you know, MFCR, back to the drawing board as far as the music. We're picking a different AMV.
Yeah, it's no longer the 3-hour Goku. I don't know, man. It might have to be the Linkin Park Vegeta. I think that's how we're feeling right now up here on stage.
That's different.
Crawling in my skin type beat, but now we're pulling up, crawling ourselves over to the corner, caught up with the Berserker Slash on the backdash.
Powerful start for sure. Gets the overhead and gets the burst out. Okay, so sitting with half your burst here still.
There we go. Close slash. We tap on the toes with the 2K 2D. Caught out with a counter hit. MFCR trying to match out on what we thought was going to be a stagger attempt, but instead Hotashi quickly evening up the likelihood.
Yeah, and getting his blood to a more manageable position as well, so he's going to have a lot more to play with coming into this next interaction here.
Exactly. There we go. Stagger off the close slash, trying to see if we're looking for the Miguel classic, the wake up DP, but instead the stomp straight into the super once again, the Nagoriyuki. But still, it's going to break the glass. It's not going to be enough for lethal. Oh, actually, we keep the corner.
Well, that's honestly even better here, and you can see how patient he's playing it because he knows!
The patience in question, Miguel with the side swap. Still, Hotashi able to recover in time and assesses the situation, says it's time for Beyblade.
Definitely respected. I mean, he was so afraid of reversal super, dashes up and gets the throw right away. One good throw deserves another, though, as they go back and forth. Oops. What a parry!
Yeah. Looking for the mash out there. Thought we were going to be a little tricky with the command throw maybe, or unstance into the throw. Either way, we find the DP, and once again, it's more back turn action.
Yeah, time? Hotashi thought it was a punish, too. He goes for the just block, looks for the throw.
There we go. The Providence burn straight to the glass once again, but Nagoriyuki still going to survive for one more interaction. We got BRC to worry about on both sides. So much meter. But YRC gives you one more chance to breathe. Pulls up for the counter hit. Row.
Your life. Okay, but it's all right. Jumps in with the JP. That's 6-8 shit so much.
Dude, I was terrified, man. I saw the chip. I was like, surely there's no way MFCR dies here, right? Definitely a scary situation, though.
Okay. Gold versus big. Positive bonus racking up. Gets the trade, which is favorable for Nagoriyuki, but a nice little counter press.
Yeah, mind the blood, though. The walkout, yeah, we're not looking for the Berserker slash. Good awareness from MFCR. Well, he's just spinning the meter. He's like, you can have it, man. Surely something funny happens, but the only funny thing is tying it back up. We stroke the beard. We think, all right, was that a good option for me? Was this an advisable, optimal situation for me to put myself in?
When I'm doing players' inner monologues, I feel like I always sound like a Minecraft villager. It's just nobody's fault but my own. 2K2D into 6H. Love the start there. Great damage.
Ooh. Okay, take to the skies, falling with the JK. Maybe just a little late on the anti-air from MFCR.
Well, the 6H once again. 2-8 to be able to get the wall break now, so it builds a ton of blood back. And potentially can go into that minigame situation. You saw that Beyblade already representing it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, basically full screen low, something you got to worry about at all times, but still got to worry about the BT behind the back. Yeah, no super wall break here, but still going to be able to try and scramble off this round start.
Trying to finesse there.
Ooh.
PRC slowdown though, this is huge. Yep. Gets the pillar and should be just enough to kill. Absolutely straight away with the overdrive.
Yeah, the snipe out on the backdash, clean with that PRC. MFCR keeping the momentum up. One round up here in game 3.
Ooh. 2 times in a row, MFCR has gone for a big shimmy, and Hotashi has declined. First with 6P, this time with 5S.
Exactly. Just go for something. Maybe catch out a backdash as well for your troubles, but instead catches out that shimmy attempt like you mentioned. 100 meter in the bank, but no super to be seen. Saving it for the 5D and the immediate RC6H. Perfect from Hotashi. These are the Samurai Showdown rounds that we're talking about.
And then 5K right off the rip. I like that burst. It's good timing.
Yep.
Ooh.
Woo! Yeah, scary off the clash, still able to stay grounded. Hotashi just gradually 5H'ing you, locking you down in the corner off this level 2 blood.
Oh, love that. Second hit of the Shizu. Rushes it just to be able to get rep of the overhead and get the hit. What an anti-air. What a follow-through. What a game from Hotashi.
Yep. 5K to stop you in your tracks. You have to be a little aggressive to escape that corner, but Hotashi just one step ahead on your cadence. Now we're heading back to character select. This might be the, oh, you gotta get his controller in there, buddy. Yeah, you gotta give yourself a little bit of time to breathe here. As is your God-given right. Your TO granted right, rather.
Of course. Still counts.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Switching up the colors, though. Taking a second for themselves. A little bit of a slowdown here. I feel like Hotashi is very, very on to the tempo of a lot of the strike throw that Miguel is going for.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if peppering in more left-right or just trying to, like, be cognizant of the types of strike throw you're going for are the answer. Because it's Hotashi is quick to adapt, so whatever your first choice is going to be, you have to be pre-adapting because Hotashi's looking ahead.
Exactly, yeah. You have to think, what would I think in this situation? Know that Hotashi already has that read and be like, all right, I got to go one layer up as a little bit faster than I'm used to. But instead, the catch off the back turn K. Okay, MFCR.
Yeah, rethinking the CQC seems to be the answer here. Going a little more often low, going a little more for the overhead, and sneaking in that left-right. Maybe a splash of both.
That's what I'm saying, man. Wait, the CQC is actually working out super well, man. changed up the outfit. We got a little bit better of a camo index, just trying to, you know, camouflage our intentions here. We try and go for the Shizu, but it's not going to work out. Just a little too far here for Hotashi. And now back into the blender.
Very good juggle there. 2 blood gauge, gets the counter poke with the close slash, looking good.
Double Fukio all the way from downtown. The swipe out with the 2S. It's going to be so much damage. We charge up the dust. Do we get a 6H off the wall break? Indeed we do.
Leaves you down with just a hair. Not very much life to lose. And while that is normally a very strong idea, not able to get the RC, we were just too far away. Hotashi was so ready.
Wait, the double backdash Fukio. Yeah, the tricky little side swap too. But you had a lot of time to react to it, but it was such a good response to the RC super threat. Now Hotashi on set point for it, but still tapped on the dome with the back turn H.
He's going to go for the super. Prominence for the hard knockdown here.
Yep.
Burst, 50 meter, plenty of blood. Unfortunately, immediately gets clocked, but the 5K response.
Yeah, we were trying to look for the burst, but the BRC accelerator a little bit too far to actually make contact, but still, charge up on the dust. Looking for something crazy here. The triple BTK, but still no burst to be seen. Thought you would bait it out one more time, but instead, we're going to game number 5. You see, he's like VOD reviewing himself.
He's
like, why did I hold on to the burst there?
I've always said that one of the things that's scary about playing against Hotashi is his quirk is that if he talks to you and you talk back, he powers up. You can never respond. You can never respond.
It's like the urban legends, right? Like the best answer is no answer. You got to make sure that he's not getting in your head with his own analysis. Oh, there we go. Triple DP.
Backdash is clean. That big body backdash. You love to see it.
Yep. Backdash 5K, my beloved. Look at how much damage we took out of MFCR. The chunk, the burst out, still believes in the round because you have 100 meter to try and bring it back.
Yeah, I would say if now, then when. Gets the OTG. Shizu max distance.
No! Oh, but tries to go for the DP. Thought that we would go for a Fukio, but instead we're just waiting on the other side of the screen.
Put him on a poster. That was tough.
Put him on a t-shirt, man. It's set point Hotashi once again. Such a big burst advantage as well. So even if MFCR is able to bust out of the corner, we might just be able to momentum burst you right back in.
Oh! It doesn't actually connect though.
Yep.
6H, good damage. Continuing to chip with these heavies.
Yeah, that's scary. Okay, we're going in for the Beyblade. We have all the blood to work with in the world. 50 meter, the PRC off the throw. So MFCR not looking for a falling button, but falling straight back down into the grass. The 6H is enough. 3-2 for Hotashi to qualify in winner's side, top 16.
Trying to reconfirm, says, listen, imagine it. Imagine being able to take another victory as Verix has. There's been so much upside for this guy already.
Yes.
Having CEOtaku, another trophy in the cabinet would be amazing. And right away we get the burst out of MacMens here with that very aggressive start.
Yeah, exactly. Spending all of that blood. So even after the burst, right, we're such a threat at the full screen, /5H, 2S especially as well, to try and check a lot of the movement from MacMens where, you know, we need to be a little more committal with the spin if that's where we're trying to make our way in. Speaking of make our way in, MacMens has us up against the wall and we get the positive bonus for it too.
Okay. Straight in with the Fujin, goes for the overhead.
Yep.
Next layer of the mix, taps the dust.
Ooh. There we go, 50%, built up on that positive, and there we go, MacMens with the Fujin takes round number 1. Let's see it. All right, pretty even on the burst situation as well, so we're just going round start Fujin, okay. All right, set the butterfly, send tweets, throughout out 0, but rapidly approaching 0 on the HP. Already 50% taken here from MacMens. We finally pull up for the throw.
And after that, though, secured, still has the meter behind him. PRC continuing to keep it aggressive here. 2K2D into the cove. We do burst out.
Okay, double Fukio. We got the Shizu. No confirm off the counter hit, though. 5P didn't believe. We're just looking for that stagger. Scary on the blood. Can't use any more of these blood normals, but running out of blood on the HP. MacMens not quite able to kill.
Oh, but does find the legs afterwards there. Sweeps in with the low and a deep sigh. You can tell he's like, oh, there's one.
He's like, oh goodness golly. You know when the boss has like multiple HP bars, you get through one and then you see the color change and it refills, you're like, oh god.
Yeah, I was gonna say the orchestra kicks back in with renewed vigor, you're like, oh, I'm gone.
Oh brother, the phase 2 music going crazy. Look how much damage we take. We're memeing over here and all of a sudden Verix is like, this guy's gonna die.
Oh dude. Cycle level of the blood gauge still up, matched on that 2P, finds the backdash and does get a little bit of room here, but how much life do you have to work with? The fish is crucial in this moment.
All right, fishing for something here. Any last way to try and get that last pip out of MacMens' HP? Chip damage is a factor, and so is running straight into the 5H.
The execution, as you said, Samurai Showdown.
I'm saying,
coming through. It's out there with the far SBSU party time.
So much blood to work with here, so we're chilling on the Fukio. Stagger pressure off the close slash, and we still have so much to work with here. Level 2 blood up against the wall of Verix with the burst advantage as well. Even if MacMens is able to bust out, you gotta do it 2 times in a row.
Finds the air-to-air. How often do you get to say that for Nagoriyuki? Gets aggressive afterwards and peeps the feet. Goes straight in with the low. I love it with the 2K. That was a very quick rebuttal.
Damn, he's good. And I feel like, you know, it's exactly like you're saying, right? JS and JD, not really normals that we see a ton from Nagoriyuki, of course, preferring generally to stay, you know, air to air, or air to air, ground to ground combat, right? But, you know, maybe someone that's a little bit more tricky in the skies with the MacMens caught out here, and especially with the counter hit. Now it's no burst either side.
Oh, 6P, definitely love it. Good horizontal hitbox on the 6P there from Anji.
Yeah. Lots of good reach there, even after the normalizations. But, oh, yeah, IBFD putting you in an awkward space to try and punish the triple Rekka.
Super's good, not quite. I thought it was a little too far from the wall, but it does actually manage to make it. That's a lot of range.
Yeah, I thought that it was just going to bounce you into the corner. I thought you needed to be right up against the wall. Speaking of right up against this corner, this tap dust is enough for MacMens. Round on the board here.
Wow, and the first time we really try and steal the turn with the fan there, Verix is just up forward. What a read.
Immediate. Knows that we can get the routing off the counter hit. JK as well, just to make sure we get that punish. Now we got level 2 blood. Gradually getting pushed out, but this is the perfect spacing that Verix is looking for, right, against MacMens.
PRC's backwards. I love how long we let that rock. Shizu with no follow-up and continues to harass with the heavy normals here. What a trade.
Yeah, the falling JS gives you a little bit more blood to work with. Tried to go for party time to seal it out, but the mash out from MacMens did not believe in the Fukio.
Backdash just tap dust, but MacMens is still able to get the track down. Ko into the corner.
There we go, send the tweet. Oh, and tap off of the dust. We're waiting for the burst, but the wall splat. One more touch. The 50, just go straight in with the Fujin. Oh.
Guilty gear.
Brother, 3 RCs, 1 burst, and 1 more HP to Verix's name. Waiting for the 50, but attention penalty means you don't even have to worry about the RC. It's 5P for another game. They are both speechless.
Oh, and MacMens, hands on the head, can definitely taste victory. Is very close to being able to get away with this one. Verix, though, we got to consider things. And MacMens to the crowd.
He said that was kind of sick, though, no? He's not even asking for advice. He's not asking for coaching. He's like, I need you to gas me up for the one time. Was that not sick? Was that not peak? Verix is like, all right, buddy. Let's see this game number 4.
Oh, well, I mean, no character swaps expected from either player here.
Yeah.
MacMens, I don't want to read too deep into it, but if there was a victory here, the pop-off feels like it's brewing.
That's what I'm saying, right? I'm looking at the position of the PS5. I'm like, all right, no drinks on the table. Everything's all good. Your pop-off safe.
My dad senses are kicking in.
The production in me is saying, all right, buddy, let's make sure everything's all good. But Verix trying to make sure that you don't get that pop-off that you think you deserve. Immediately coming out here with a Rekka series and a counter hit starter off the Beyblade.
50 meter. Home off the Fujin. Doesn't get very much damage, but that's okay. The 6S. Love that rebuttal. Keeps him standing.
Yep. There we go. IBFD just to put you out of strike throw range off of that Rekka, even with the 50 meter behind it, but we reaction check you with the DP high. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, quick Shizu, an annoying thing to have to deal with here. These neutral jumps have been money from Verix.
Yeah, the falling JS, we really don't see a lot of that, like you mentioned before, but it's working out well to try and catch out, you know, either MacMens taking to the skies or going for a grounded approach too.
Definitely agreed as MacMens sweeps the legs, hits the burst out. Fujin still brute forces it.
A little bit too far for the Rin to make contact. 100 meter here for Verix. Do we see Super RC? Probably not, right? Got enough health to gamble.
My God, I definitely would have agreed, but now maybe we're just going to use it to go crazy. Gets the hit again, and it's going to be able to cut into the Super. I think we live with just a pixel, but even if we do, what do we do with the rest of this round?
Yeah, straight to the Nagoriyuki. We have Terry to have to worry about. Burst as well for MacMens, but with it only being 1 touch, the bait is scary. Yeah, you don't want to swing into it and get caught in the late active frames, but MacMens getting away with murder, but not for long. The jump back, JH. These falling buttons from Verix have been doing so much work, and it's going to bring us over to game number 5, too.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that the jumps would be such an impactful situation coming up, but it just has been. And as you've said, game 5, so right off the rip, we're going to see the 2S. I love that, the step back, the Nubenheimer.
There we go, no fadeaway to be seen. Instead, going for the blood-sucking universe, the command grab. Walk it out. Not a ton of blood to work with. We cashed out hard once we got that reward, but still waiting for the 50 to come back up.
Continuing to do such a good job of blocking the Fujins here, not giving way to all this pressure, continuing to apply the chip and finds the Beyblade. Charge dust through the wall? Absolutely no!
Yes! What? It didn't wall splat? What do you mean? The 6H, the wall just barely holding on, says MacMens. You get one more chance, and you squandered it. Pulls up for the throw on the spin. Set point Verix.
I felt like it just went so astray, getting aggressive here with the 5K. Stepping it out all the way through. Risk gauge starting to get cranked just a bit, and MacMens again the neutral jump!
Every single time. We are not trying to play on the ground and have to worry about low, high, Nagiha, Rin. Instead, it's a 6H to put you just barely out of throw range. Tapping on the toes, chip damage a factor 2, but we mash out with the Nagiha.
Close slash taps the dust, what a throw! Oh, GG's not enough!
No! But we bait out the burst from downtown. It's the far slash. MacMens was so close, but Verix is going to qualify into winner side top 16.
Oh, the gold burst from just a touch too far away. I mean, it's one of those situations where you want to use it. You do not want to die with your burst in a moment like that, but Verix just your sets in the earlier pools. One game away now from potentially being able to punch that tick. You know, I got to talk to him in the crowd a little bit too once I got off, and it was they had high hopes. They're feeling confident going into this one for sure, which is nice to hear. But unfortunately, BSU after a Beyblade, not the best way to start here.
Okay, overhead on the DP, it's counter hit, but 5-8. We still keep the corner here with the momentum burst. Oh, but no pick up off that 6K. Yeah.
Gonna actually burst out here with the life total where it was. Definitely surprised to see this commitment of the resources.
There goes the Beyblade from downtown, still able to escape, and the yo-yo as well from the full screen. Yeah, waiting for that 50 to come back up. Scoot ends up putting you in the corner. This is terrifying, and the triple Rekka series not able to survive.
We must have saw the Sonic movie earlier this week. Is the homing attack. It's full send.
We're zooming, man.
Definitely respect it as we go for the DP as well. Nice counter poke and closes the distance here. So pressure again in the corner. Snorlax on the ropes right now.
That's what I'm saying. It's looking so good for Snorlax, but now Sonic the Bee pulling up here, going for the IAD. Tried to go for the empty throw, but instead Snorlax, a back throw of his own.
RH, not quite there. Close slash. Closes the distance. Saw the whip was already there. Nice throw.
And the bounce back, the BRC, but just barely built up burst in time. Snorlax got one more chance and still believes in this round. The 50%, even with chip damage being a factor as well. The IB and the Roger dive, the chip is enough to tie up the rounds.
Wow, we're back and forth. I mean, they're just taking turns exploding.
Exactly.
I like this. Oh, the 2H counter hit sends it to IMAX. Once again, 3 hits.
Why did that do so much damage? I mean, it's Bridget. She's barely got any health. Nagoriyuki's got so much damage, but to see it happen so fast is terrifying. We're talking about how confident that Itsy was feeling, you know, as we were going into, you know, into the top 48, but that overconfidence against the character that can kill you in 5 good hits, 2 good openings, like, it's terrifying. You got to temper your expectations.
5 total hits that round. Jeez, unbelievable. I love it. Got the jump back there. I love that space control. Commits the wild assault to try and get aggressive. And the recall, the yo-yo, the timing on that was great, but let it rip.
Yeah, it's all good. We got the Beyblade out of the corner, bring you over to this opposite coast. Now 50 meter off any hit. 5D's a factor too, but instead, the falling JH again. This momentum burst for the corner. We saw the mid Beyblade as well, but Snorlax still sniped out with the far slash. Good choice from Itsy B, but it's DP, and it's a block for the double 6H.
Yeah. Easiest way to be able to close that one out. No reason to overextend. Fukio's backwards and commits the clone. I love that. Holding down the neutrals. We try and close the distance, but again, maybe a little bit of an overextension.
Yeah. Immediate burst out is good, right? Because we threatened the, you know, blood pop as well from Snorlax. Not going to have the time to bring it back off of that triple far slash. There we go.
Oh, yeah, and being in this situation where you're just in this looped pressure when you have no blood to work with, what a terrible, terrible night to have a curse. Another low comes through, and Itsy B might be on the board here.
Yeah, looking like the legend of Itsy right now. We're trying to pull up. Nice, okay, we get the clean IAD over the attempted clone.
Love that. Use the ability to go to the yo-yo there to be able to negate the push block.
Yep. There we go, nice roll. Trying to sweep on the floors here with the 2S, but still not enough. Itsy just playing right above the ground, finds the whip punish with the scooter as well.
And it looked like last patch, Bridget gets exploded there, I feel like. That looks like it was the very, very start of a White Wild Assault.
I was going to say, terrifying work there, but still able to find the counter poke. Okay, YRC baited out. No burst to your name. Itsy B ties it up with a perfect.
A long perfect, too. And also, with a haughty cheer from the crowd here. Definitely got some Itsy B fans in the crowd right now.
That's what I'm saying. Looking like a fan favorite as we head on into it, but still, can't rest on your laurels. Again, so many of these rounds quickly decided by Snorlax, finding a good counter hit or two and immediately sending you to the graveyard. But there we go, burst out.
Nice whiff punish there. Beyblade, a little bit of an overcommitment, at least at that range. 2S, though, forces the burst.
Yeah, good challenge, especially at that level 2 blood, right? You reach so far, but instead, reaching for the skies, and all you get is a fuzzy for your troubles. The cross-up ends up stealing the corner, but it's fine because you get the yo-yo. Oh, no, but off of the soft knockdown, you drop that looping set blade. Now Snorlax has the opportunity to fight back.
5K into the 6H. 6H really important in that, not only to get Chipp, but try and get some of that blood back. But now, we might not get a chance to use any of that blood that we were able to re-recover. The scooter comes through, and we're down to a pixel.
Yeah, I like the idea on the deflection, but we still have the roll to bring you right back in the roll, JK. The tap on the dome, even with the HP for Snorlax, barely anything left in the tank there. Down on the board here for Itsy.
Want to trade.
Yeah.
Not very much damage, but unfortunately...
Oh no, not only did the 5H not reach, we get the free blood pop. We're looking for the guaranteed punish off of the throw, the pickup from the yo-yo. And with Bear Platinum, it should be just enough with the Guts Crush. A million hits, the wall break damage. It's still not enough.
I'm not sure what you do here, Nagoriyuki. You get a look because you're able to put the mask back on, but the safe jump finds the mark, and Itsy B, you can see, definitely looking excited, but you know, like you just gotta stay locked in.
Exactly. Yeah, we're locking back in. We're scrolling through the Spotify as we speak. What are we thinking for the bracket playlist? Maybe we're going a little too crazy, a little too ham. We got to slow it down.
See, I'm like a breakcore. I'm going nutty.
I'm also a breakcore enjoyer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, at least for bracket, it clears me out.
Yeah.
A little white noise never hurt nobody.
Exactly. It like turns off the brain because it's so active, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm not worried. I don't need to panic because like the BGM in the back is going crazy. Oh no, but going crazy off the counter hit. No burst either side. We're trying to establish that early momentum.
Oh, okay. Attempted to close the distance there, but unfortunately came straight into the threat territory. Yo-yo set up once again, back to the mix.
There we go, double roll. Not gonna look for the fuzzy this time. Was looking for the jump back JP, but instead it's the Empty Land 2K, the Bear Platinum. Not a ton of damage, but it still keeps the looping set play going.
Yeah, all that matters here. Gets the deflect shield and does get the whiff punish there. That's the first time that Itsy B has not been completely ready for a deflect shield.
Exactly. Got 100 meter on the board, but 80% taken off a couple of hits from Snorlax. The Roger Super. Yeah, you might as well get your free plus ranks while you got them. 50-50 off the scoot. It's a safe jump 2 off the YRC. Snorlax trying to escape, but ends up dying for it.
Clean routing, too, to be able to get the kill, the wall stick, and everything in between. Itsy B is looking so strong, and both bursts almost back here. Woo!
There we go. The IAD right over the clone. It's been working out the rest of the set as well. The up roll. Oh no, but backdash, back throw.
Okay, FD did buy you some room in the bear dive. Get you out of the corner, no punish either. Honestly, you're back on your feet. This is great.
Oh no. Oh no, this is a disaster.
Was great.
Past tense. A lesson in grammar, a lesson in the corner. 6H just chipping away at the health. We have burst available as well, but still we have such a big health lead. Oh yeah, we also had blood rage, right? So if you bursted, you still would have had to hold that either way. Fine for Snorlax here, but not fine after the whiff gold burst. Itsy B is gonna qualify into winner's side, top 16.
Wow, taking that space back, the backdash.
Punch boys, you know, pulling up here for our next match.
And obviously, this is Risk Reward the movie for both of these both these characters, both these players. You know, very familiar with the territory. One big hit can change the world for both of these characters here. I mean, where's Jobber when you need him? This is his 2 favorite characters.
Yeah, definitely. Not 2 big bodies, but 2 characters capable of some pretty big damage. And still pretty rough on either side for defense, right? No meterless reversal from either side, and the Slayer backdash is a shadow of what it used to be. But definitely able to bring you over to the corner off of a scramble.
Okay. Got the 2P, comes over with the axe kick, not going to work out. Gold burst, honestly the best you could hope for from that situation as we get aggressive, and the drone saves the day. What a pickup, and what a recognition of the side we were on for the Behemoth.
Get aggressive, get active. The drone Great recognition and recognition of the burst as well. Nothing found on the PRC, so Cheryo takes a quick game for round 1.
Oh, dude. And right off the rip, tries to go for the double backdash there, but Slayer pretty easily tracks it down. Not going to matter much here, though, with Goldlewis getting that damage.
Yep. Go, a little 684, the clean ender, looking for that 50%. Still got BT cancels in the bank with the security gauge, but crossed up here with the dash through from Clone.
YRC, very smart. Takes the backdash as well. He hits it twice!
I can't believe it, man. There we go, 5K, my beloved, just going straight on through the drone. Then we cross you up once again. Clone ties it up.
Slayer might have the coolest dust animation.
Agreed.
The tuxedo mask.
Oh no.
It goes crazy.
The Sailor Moon to bring you over to the corner. The backdash tries to avoid the hammer, but it's not going to work out.
Oh. Trying to set up forward one more time. Doesn't want to deal with the overhead here and chasing down with the drone behind it. But unfortunately, Slayer just face plant straight into it.
There we go. We got the backdash cancel, the counter hit mappa.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Zaloops. No! Okay.
It's okay.
You're scaring me, man.
Clone, same thing, goes, oh my god.
He's like, oopsie.
Oh, he's dead.
You know, sometimes we give ourselves a couple more scramble situations than we might like, but still able to stabilize and take game number 1.
Wow, the burst timing just could not be more perfect here. Stuck in the corner once again, like you said, my beloved, the 5K, but still losing a chunk of life here.
Ooh. Go. That bomb block. It's a backdash situation. Trying to cross through. We're seeing a lot of these cross-ups coming out from Clone, and with no burst to have to worry about, it's straight to the corner for you.
Great damage. Secures the wall stick. Somehow still alive. Are you serious? My channel points are gone.
I was really going to say, oh my god, he's dead, but still so much closer than I would have thought on the Goldlewis HP bar. Clone making quick work of that, you know, Goldlewis bar.
Yeah, definitely looking restabilized here. What a whiff punish, though. Forces the burst out. Mappa was a touch too far, but that's okay. We find the counter hit.
Now counter hit Massivo. Now we got the 50% built up as well, but here we go. Burst once again. Puts you back in the corner. Not a difficult situation for Cheryo to try and bring it back, especially when we've evened up the health lead so quick. The counter hit 2D. Send it down with the system. The 360p. No, we're turning with the 720. It's Cheryo straight through the glass.
That's going to even up the rounds at least here. So, I mean, Clone sitting down, has a deflect shield, has a wild assault, uses that wild assault straight away, doesn't get much value from it, but it's okay. We've made it to the corner here, so now in control.
Oops. There we go. Power bite, and now we get the universe counter hit for it as well. Super Mappa hunch to go straight through the glass. Clone has you on one touch.
Oh, backdash has just not been working out here. BSU finds the mark again, and that is enough to kill on another perfect here. Cloned has now made it 2-0 and is still looking confident.
Yeah, that was scary work. We caught the backdash, but we were just barely below that 50-meter threshold to pick up and get lethal with the RC. But still, with positive bonus behind it, knowing you're up against Slayer and you only need one more hit, and where he doesn't feel particularly bad about giving up pressure and, you know, betting it all on one last interaction when he has so much health left. Terrifying situation for Cheryo, and even scarier knowing we are down 0-2, trying to fight for our winner's side life.
And Cheryo, going to characters like just to slow things down, definitely has some other characters that are potentially in the works, but as he said himself, they are not ready yet. It is going to be all Mr. Dickinson.
I've seen a little bit of the Elfeld come out from some of these local top 8 graphics as far as Cheryo goes, but
I thought it was like Kind Sin.
Ooh, you know, probably trying those out as well, but still training those in the fires of North Carolina. We're fighting for our life over here in the corner. The 6K is coming out from Clone.
We're running it down. Fortunately, a little bit of negative penalty, but that's okay. We'll make up for it in spades, keeping it aggressive.
Damn. We cross through, we cross up, but finally a backdoor coming out from Cheryo. Not going to let you get away with it for free 10 times in a row, maybe 9. Oh, but so many BTs just knocking at the HP, knocking at the meter. Oh, brother, he's dead!
Yeah, not much to be done there. There's a couple things you don't want to have happen against Goldlewis, and trading with Behemoth in the corner is very high on that list.
You guys can't see it. Cloned off screen, just rolling their eyes a little bit. He's like, all right, you got me, whatever. Next round.
50% of the life already deleted here.
Woo! Yeah, post wall break, the 684, just trying to put a big stop sign between you and me. Speaking of stop signs, just going for the neutral jump JD, trying to see if Clone is looking for a dash map or something a little bit too aggressive, but instead, once again, the 5K. Tried to escape the corner, but back those. Now coming up from Cheryo, a quick way to try and challenge.
Love this with the Behemoth. Doubles up, and that is the buff, utilizing that double Behemoth with the security. And Clone says, oh my game, you see this character really is like this. This Goldlewis champion is just, I can't believe it.
Prepping the tweet mentally, but you still got to stick in the game. Big chillin'.
Every time I get hit with that too, I roll my eyes too, so fair play.
Nah, I'm the same way.
Finds the low, keeping it aggressive in the corner. Double close slash, I love that.
Looking for the cha-cha slide, but no low to be found. Again, Cheryo taking to the skies right now, whether it's neutral jump JD or looking for these air behemoths, and the counter hit on the whiff. Really big knockdown for Cheryo. 50 meter to try and keep the pressure up. Full security gauge. Bring Cloned over to the corner. Should be a quick kill confirmed.
Even gets the jump loop off of it too, and then the 5P just to be able to make sure we get on through. Might actually be able to even this up here soon. Clone maybe a bit low on steam right now. Needs a little bit of a reboot.
Yeah, I think Cheryo was definitely feeling, you know, initially more confident, just trying to challenge on the ground, but a lot of times these neutral jumps have been working out so well to try and catch the approach from Clone.
Continue harassment, I like that. For the burst, buying yourself some room, trying to close the distance here, but Goldlewis putting up this wall defensively, but unfortunately, defensive is not the thing you want from him.
I was gonna say the wall is breaking, but finds the back throw. Oh, and the check on the 2P as well. 2P puts us 2-2. We are going to game number 5.
The bionic elbow coming through. The American dream sticking it out. Very, very nice to be able to get the stop. And that takes us, oh, dude, down to the finale.
It's kind of a sick sweater, no lie.
It really
is that Goldlewis?
It's super, yeah, it is.
Oh,
it's
Jesus
just a
Christ.
super close-up. It's a super close-up.
I didn't even notice. I was looking at the insignias and I was like,
you see the hair and you're like, oh, snowman. You're like, no.
Oh, no, man. That's probably how Clone is feeling now, eating that air BT. Burst out to try and get some pressure off the spaced-out Mappa, but how long can we hold on? Cheryo just holding on strong, trying to see if we can be a little greedy with the burst, but finally, an attempt to escape with burst into drone.
Okay, got the ball. Oh no, fully charged dust. Do we know the optimization? Taking the full combo. Yes, we do.
Crowd wasn't even hyped. They were just sad that it happened, but there we go. The catch out of the overhead.
Got the throw once again, keeping it up. Has plenty of security gauge, but it's not gonna matter here with a stiff left straight to the stomach. Goldlewis falling once again and cloned on the come up.
Nothing left in the burst gauge, but still up around gives you so much room to work with. Again, looking for these cross-outs, but Cheryo looking for all these back throws. The reactions are looking a lot better later into the set. Ooh! Down once again.
Oh, and the big Milia stuff finally coming through. You're dead.
Goodbye, buddy. Oh my, I was actually so scared you were gonna live with a pixel. I'm not gonna lie, I saw the health on the wall spot, I was like, wait. Surely we do not survive, but we made it all the way to final game. Final round, the cross through, no check from Cheryo, trying to look for the JD, but it's not enough. Backdash for a backdash, and Cloned secures the corner.
The backdash was so nice to get away from the wild assault back throw. Whose corner are we talking about here? All the security dedicated to the drone. Look at the life total here. We do get one more stand-up neutral though.
Secretary of Absolute Defense going on the offense, just trying to hold on strong with this wall. That is the jump forward, jump back. JD, so much meter. Puts you at full screen with a full security gauge drone. Not enough for the full confirm, so deflect shield to give you a little bit more room to breathe.
Burn it down. Here it comes. Gets for the cross up. Actually does make it to the corner here. Chipp is a factor, but instead, it's just a behemoth over the top. It is going to connect. And Cheryo is going to be able to do it there. Wow, the overhead behemoth coming in. Was able to fight through, because I remember I saw Scambolini was very early into losers, but has already beaten Jesse, beat Beefy Manatee. Now, the matchup against Lurry here for a top 16 spot.
Okay, so Scambolini able to take down the man who sent Marvelo down into losers, but are we going to be able to defeat NC's own as we try and make our way to loser side? Top 16, the DP goes nowhere, and Lurry just waiting it out.
Excuse me, not hell bracket. I completely forgot.
Oh, true.
Got the throw, sets ablaze the afro, comes through with the wild assault, looks for the command throw once again, but Scambolini gets away.
Here we go. Got the direct lat all the way across the screen. Fuja arc for the scoop.
That's one thing I always note about this matchup here is that a lot of your mix-up game that you have to do with Kai, you kind of have to abandon the heavy stun edge in certain situations. And but luckily you have 5K dash 5K, which is auto-timed safe meaty, so something you can go for to kind of replace that in your mix-up.
I see. Yeah, tricky to try and make our way out here. 5P, 6P. get a couple items on the screen. The hammer ended up bouncing the bomb and still ends up in Scambolini's side. But we're just going to Fuji arc our way over to the other side of the screen, but it's not enough. The snip, snip, snip takes round number 1.
Yeah, new do for your boys. It takes a nap, unfortunately. Their full burst still available for Scambolini, but unfortunately, right off the rip, gets gripped and is now stuck with the bomb on his own side, and a bombo coming through with the kindergartners too.
Yeah, I thought he was going to land into the trumpet again. Another Aaron DP, but Lurry just a little bit too far away to find a punish.
Yeah, I mean, those first 2 item tosses have really been the deciding factor in this match so far. Everything has snowballed off those 2 decisive interactions.
Yep. Here we go. Fast OC down after the mix, but instead, ooh, okay, Kara into the super, get ourselves a little bit extra meter. These optimizations might make the difference here for Scambolini, especially when you have such a big health lead to try and make up.
Good block, crazy defense there, but unfortunately that puts you into the corner. Good blocking can only get you so far.
Yep, trying to look for the trumpet. Any way to try and advance, but the 100-ton stops you in your tracks, and so does the bomb, the anti-air 5K. Lurry with the RC behind it, doesn't even need it. We're breaking the shins, bring out the wheelchair. It should be game number 1 for Lurry.
Yeah, quick snack on the way by through too with that mix, grabbing the donut as he slides on past. Game 1 already in the books here. And Scambolini, major adjustments required here. I feel like we've gotten a pretty decent way of being able to get aggressive here, but Fuji arc feels like it's been our key to get in, and Lurry has already started to adapt and do a great job to avoid it.
Exactly. The fog up of the glasses. We're clearing the glass real quick before we go, but we're going to be breaking the glass in just a second. No, instead, it's the burst out just to make sure we don't get that positive bonus. Call the meteors too.
Continuing to do a great job to use that crouch to not let the stun get applied too often here. Had to go for the RC, +4 on the 6K, but doesn't fall for the shimmy.
Yeah, looking for something crazy there, but the tap does just barely build up the meter for the RC as well. Oh, I was wondering if that would be able to kill, but the shock state HDP is enough.
Yeah, no need for the new routing. Nothing too complicated on that one. Goes for the flip kick and DPs after. When I said Scambolini carves his own path,
yeah,
that's what I was talking about.
Exactly. Straight up send it. Now we got the shock state applied, but the crawl right under the far slash. Lurry finds his opportunity to mash back out. Woo! Back into the bomb. Got to be careful. We go for the double item toss into the what's this?
Yep, and RTL is so smart. Not only are you getting the damage, not only getting the wall break, but moving away from the items behind you. Perfect in every way.
Exactly. He said, I'm out of here, man. I just got to stabilize the situation, but stabilize with a Blue Wild Assault. Bring us over to the other side. It's a double cross-up situation. Mix.
Command throws on the table soon. Got to be careful.
Yep, I see those meteors. I see Mini Faust. That is a perfect use of 50 meter there. Coming up big for Lurry, but 100 available for Scambolini. Super RC is a factor.
You see that foot? Does it hit it?
No way.
Oh my God.
I was going to say, if that actually sniped out the 2K, I'd be mad on Lurry's behalf, but trying to keep the pressure on again. Nothing found off of the shimmy. The anti-air DP's not enough.
2S into the fireball. Is able to secure the kill on that one. Good way to restabilize, even things back up. Scambolini says, listen, not going too easily into the night here. Wins the footsies right off the rip, gets the burst out, but Mini Faust should break up the combo, which he does.
Okay, not the worst thing in the world there. Ended it off the Fuji arc, so still able to keep this full screen pressure. Walks Lurry down into the corner, especially with the shock state too. Ooh. All right, spend the full burst gauge on the Wild Assault, looking for a counter hit somewhere. Built up on the burst, but built up on the risk rather.
Yeah, trying to find that mortal counter wherever we can. Fireball's not quite working out, continuing to try and entice him into these ducking situations.
Yeah, the trade just barely saving Lurry there. Ooh, but still finds a counter hit, but once again saved by the hammer. Got to be careful of the Acme, but once again, Stun Dipper RC up against the wall. We charge the stun edge, and it's more than enough. Scambolini, another round.
Heavy stun edging combos was such a ridiculous buff to this character for Kai, but there we go. Right away, the far S working beautifully, and then the 6 PM response as well.
Yeah, the stop on the Fuji arc. Make sure we can't get the trumpet for it as well. The combo breaker. We got Mini Faust behind you, a banana peel. What's it looking Mario Kart right now as we bring you over to the corner.
Love that deflect shield. Just to jump over. Doesn't have to deal with the headbag.
Okay, wait it out. J2K the whip and catches the approach with 2H as well. Yeah, even with the 50 meter, it's not going to be lethal. So instead, oh, even on the DP, can't even get a nice neutral situation. The hammer from the top rope, but you still live. Oh, brother.
I love it. No, really, really good here, especially because we thought there was going to be a backdash.
Yep. 100 meter for Super RC. Not trying to go for a counter super. Instead, we secure the round with chip damage. more than enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, the downfall of using that super into the RC is we have no meter for defensive play, but with a Wild Assault here, not going to need too much on defense.
That was scary. We ended up just barely being out of range for the bomb, but they've gone so much different as Scambolini ended up messing up the spacing by a pixel.
Empty throw, what else? 5K, okay.
Really just going for the hard bait on the burst, but instead it's wake up 2K. Now Lurry, surely there's no way you bring this back. The counter hit to S, the edge of the hand, the snip, snip, snip is not enough. The PRC. Lurry's like, come on, man.
Dude, the look that they gave, because he, 5K dash 5K is a really stable meaty low. 5K dash 5D, that is axe murderer activity.
That
is such a sick. That's like, he went layer 1, layer 10. Like, that's the most, like, I know that he knows me play all the time mix-up ever.
That was
like,
the
what
what's
a
wrong with you.
crazy way to do that.
He's like, I got a family, man. You can't be doing this stuff to me. 5K dash 5B, what is wrong with you? All right, game number 4. We run up for the close slash. Says, all right, let's keep this a little simple here. Item eat, straight into the super. It's going to put you in one-touch territory. I think just barely out of throw range, too. Ooh.
It looks terrible.
Straight to the knees, man. I stubbed my toe once or twice, but that is 10 times the heat, 10 times the damage. As again, we get that charge stun edge mid-combo. The H-Vapor thrust just doing a grip.
Yep, showing off that new routing. Good damage coming out. Plenty of meter on the side of Lurry to respond, though, and it's going to be a PRC teleport, as one does.
Bring him over to the corner once again. No burst to be baited. I'm sure we're holding on to it for the next round, especially with the life lead like that. Walk it out, J2K, bomb bag. Now we're both taking to the skies. That scalpel conducting a lot of electricity. You gotta be careful, Lurry.
Okay, and with the little homies applied, gets a trade in the end. Air to ground trades almost always going to the grounded opponent here. Ooh. PRC forward and finds another hairdo.
Stagger the reaction check, pulling up. Explosion on the wall break here. About to be 50 meter for both sides. Scambolini, how do we scramble back out? Tries to get the instant PRC Scarecrow, but the charge avoiding the 6H from Lurry.
Drag still not finding the mark. Tap dust. But okay, little Dawson action there. Love the dive kick. Great spacing. Another game 5, and you can tell. I just like that they're having fun.
Yeah. The last time Lurry was like, come on, man. But this time he's like, all right, maybe I can lock back in here for game number 5, bringing it down to the wire once again in this hell side. Send out the banana, no tempo to be gained there. Just stuck up against the wall because of the item toss.
Yep, and at max height there on the counter hit, doesn't even need the stun state applied. Burst is eaten up right away. Scambolini looking hot.
I was gonna say it doesn't give you the most damage because we had that wall break, but you know, 30-40%, definitely not the worst in the world. We break the glass, put you in lethal, and the stun dipper RC is enough. Scambolini on set point.
Oh, not the way you want to start though. Still okay here, sets up the hammer, and of course the combo breaker.
Here we go, bomb back to the top rope, 6H, catches you from full screen, and even though we got the meteors, still able to combo break here and get you a combo of your own. Lurry with the empty jump into command grab.
Might loop it again.
Let's see it.
Oh no, what a block from this guy. He's gonna go straight into the super once again. Just flexes the RNG too just because.
Exactly, we got that meteor. Unfortunately can't save it for the next round, but at least we get another round. Final game, final round here in the hell side.
Right away, touches the toes, love that 2P.
Yeah, really safe round start. And every single time, right, we're seeing Scambolini just send that full burst gauge for the Wild Assault just to build up some risk, but instead it's a side swap. Really awkward situation to escape the corner.
Had to audible because Mini Faust was on the way as well.
Yep.
Ooh, so smart.
Thunder for RC, my beloved. Making my way on in. H-Vapor thrust. And it wall breaks.
Once again, setting things up very effectively here. Scambolini gets the poke, gets the flip in. Is it enough? Yes, it is. RTL and a punch ticket to top 16 for Scambolini.
There we go. Just waiting to make sure the super connected, trying to hold on the off chance some random thing happens.
Slayer and Potemkin are both in.
Yeah.
Potemkin fights Slayer pretty well. And
exactly,
I think this game, it's a similar story.
Yeah. So just gonna go for the Leo here. It's hard to call anything an old reliable when she has so many tools in the arsenal. That's like, you know, I can say that about anyone and they play them at the top level.
Yeah, but if you were going to, this would be old reliable for sure.
Yep. Hours upon hours of the Leo gameplay here. We pick up off the back turns. Over to the corner. Didn't want to be, you know, stuck up against the wall.
Good block, takes a big step forward there. That was a lot of data. I like that a lot. Going for the Garuda and just taking a step forward to see what's going to happen. But unfortunately, against a player like Razzo, you don't have a lot of time to farm for data.
Exactly. A step forward, a step back, just being so tricky with the back turn as well. Slipping and sliding across the screen and 100 meter to break the armor and then some. Should have the super wall break for lethal, even do that Potemkin HP. Oh, but the last hit ends up breaking the glass instead.
Yeah, flash kick, putting it in an awkward spot. But luckily, the fireball is very, very good in that moment. Can't get much else from it. Razzo able to secure that first round.
Ooh, there you go. Kick straight to the gut here. The solar plexus off that 2D.
Trying to utilize that, you know, the big body backdash as effectively as we can. 2D counter hit, and there it is again. Like I said, historically in this game, characters with big bodies have pretty good backdashes, but a great flash kick to stop that pop buster.
Yeah, the backdash not going to save your defense against the tap dust. One more thing to try and look out for here. 2D counter hit from downtown. Instead, the Gigantor not going to be able to, because you don't have invul on it anymore, so it doesn't go through the DP.
Yeah, a lot of people still forget, but the flash kick blows it up pretty easily here. Goes for the dash cancel and continues the momentum. Razzo, foot to the floor, pedal to the metal, all gas, no brakes. What a way to rush it down. That's how you have to handle Potemkin.
DC, DC, BTH. You got a lot of health to work through, so you got to play these scramble situations. Apparently, next match, he's going to have Armored Kara Potemkin Buster. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, living in the present. Full burst. Might be looking for a momentum to try and keep the corner, but instead, Razzo holds on strong.
That's the version of Guilty Gear I want to play.
Oh, brother.
Close slash. Look for the 2H there. 2H sets you up for some decent cancels, but again, using that RC masterfully to break the armor.
Once again, that awareness, right? Just holding the resource in the back pocket, looking for the red flash and saying, I got a red flash of my own on this RC, the air deflect shield, trying to look for an air-to-air, but your boy Squanto once again sent to the corner.
That was jump forward, throw to the right, 100%.
I see, I see. Got crossed up on the inputs and ended up getting the accidental deflect shield. I thought that was some big brain technology to try and fastball, but you know, you're probably right.
Oh, 2K2D right off the rip.
Ooh. All right, frame kill with the whip JP. Okay. Yeah, DP on the Blue Wild Assault. It's a lot of burst down for Squanto. I mean, you have the health pool to build it back up, but still scary. Finally, the armor makes its way through.
Dealing with the 5K. Didn't want to have much. Big delay, and it was actually blocking there, so Pop Buster might have been the remedy, but not going to matter too much here. Can't worry too much about the past. The present is here, and it's Leo.
Living in the moment, and the moment says it's an overhead BTH from downtown. The dash on through. Slip in, slide in the helicopter, but still not enough even with the pillar.
Okay, playing it defensively, and the flick, unfortunately, no FDB to be spoken of there.
Yeah.
Nothing sent back. Razzo, 2 games in a row. Squanto kind of in trouble.
Yeah, now you're back up against the wall. Had to get as much data as you could in these past 2 games, but how much is it going to matter when Razzo is just running you down? Once again, the Wild Assault just to strip the burst. Oh, a little bit far out. We're looking for a burst bait there. Hard to say. 2D. And now we get the wall splat. Squanto just holding on to the burst right now.
Oh, Chips in the night there. He's able to jump over. Okay, Mega Fist finds a knockdown.
Ooh. Tap dust off the Garuda. You got 50 meter behind it. Going to cash out on quite a bit of damage. And it gets you the knockdown too.
Clean routing with the 6H to be able to break the wall, but unfortunately it puts you back in stand-up neutral.
Ivy just barely able to block the Berserker Slash in time. Hammer fall across the screen at the spacing where a DP wouldn't even reach, and it's PB back down into the grass.
Yeah, unless you already have Flash Kick or Reversal Super in your mind, that one's kind of a gimme.
Exactly, yeah. Terrifying situation, but once again, the counter hit and the back turn stance burst out from Squanto finally. Ooh, back dash caught up by the back turn K.
Oi, clips the legs there with a 2S. Definitely like the idea. Plenty of meter here for Razzo to spend, but a 5P, nice reversal.
Ooh, fast block, gets the IB, but still caught out here by Squanto, spending all the meter that you can, but Razzo is still such a big health advantage.
Just block was good. On the reversal, timing does not quite work out. Taps the dust and finds the uppercut. Razzo makes it around a piece now, but only needs one more to be able to punch that. The spot is so close.
Here we go. For jump right over the hammer fall. And no burst out for Squanto. You have the HP pool to maybe build it back up, but Scary situation up against the wall. The armor's not enough because the back turn H comes out in time. That second hit.
Now staggered on the lows. Armor does work out this time though.
Slash on through. We find the knees. Oh, the fast RC, the helicopter. I think the super might have been able to kill, but instead just going for the fast wall break to confirm the situation. BRC into the scoop.
Careful for a reversal super here.
Yep. Akara. 100-meter in the bank, but instead no reversal super to be seen. It's the 6K, the 5K rather, to pull up and secure Razzo's spot.
The gun is going to be the right choice here. Happy Chaos has been locked in, and the Faust on the other side completely expected. A top 16 spot up for grabs once again.
Let's see it. Skullduggers once again with the spirit of apology, man, right? In the sponsor tag.
Yep. I can't believe I didn't see that yet.
I think because we had talked about it so often that you saw it out of the corner of your eye. You're like, oh, that makes sense. We're talking about him.
I think I auto-corrected it, yeah.
Exactly. All right, 5K, 6K. It's the burst out from Skullduggers. No positive bonus to be seen just yet. I like the scramble around these curses, the far slash. No burst out yet from Aarondamac, just holding on strong. Finally.
Takes the gunshot. Mini Faust, though, on his walkover, does get the breakup.
For the steady aim. I can't believe he didn't trigger the donut. Just a little bit of extra health here for Aarondamac, but Skullduggers says, all right, an extra 5% on the HP. I'm not going to risk my life for it.
Like that IBFD, though. Buy yourself some room. Goes for the dash forward pretty aggressively and actually gets the hit on the back dash.
Yeah, but the stagger didn't believe in the hit there, but the close slash off of the awkward soft knockdown as well. We call it a frame kill. We set out Mini Faust once again. The security detail not doing its best.
Little homie taking a walk. He's out of there, unfortunately. Rolls on through and back into the corner now.
He said, sorry, buddy, it's Friday, 5 p.m. I'll see you that in the morning on Monday when I come back to the office, but it's not enough. The steady aim for round number 1.
Oh. Good poke straight in a row, goes for the dash up and uses all of that focus, all of those bullets just to try and close that distance there. And now, recognizing that we had overextended the resources just a touch, gets a little more defensive in the moment.
Yep, looking for the golf swing. Oh no, the empty RC just goes straight for the snip, snip, snip. Fuzzy's a factor, but instead we go for the empty low. We have the trumpet available, but instead we took to the skies. Oh, but still able to take that trumpet there off of the J2K. Smart routing from Aaron.
God, oh my, and wraps around the trumpet.
Yes!
Wow.
Sometimes we're not quite able to finish the combo, but the scramble is enough off of the tap. Thus, Skullduggers ties up the rounds.
Yeah, I mean, Faust, unsurprisingly, involved in that comedy of errors, takes the shot here and is going to be able to get that little bit of focus up, but still, unfortunately still locked out.
Yeah, exactly, the burnout. You have to wait it out for a little bit. Yeah, just to stall out the focus, we made sure to use the Blue Wild Assault. Smart routing from Aarondamac to refill on the bullets and the focus as well.
Deus Ex with a positive bonus already rocking. Takes that shot and closes the distance here. Steady aim, and now resources completely tied up, and that is such a good percentage play from Aaron.
Yeah.
Gets the hit, recognizes all of the resources at 0, and knows that Skull is aware enough to see that as well. That is that's a typical burst point for a top-level player.
Exactly. And worst case scenario, you get yourself the RC. They didn't actually burst. You get yourself a little bit extra focus for the situation to occur afterwards. These tiny optimizations while also not giving too much risk, right? You know, over-committing to the burst bait. See, ID tries to go for the air-to-air, but instead Aaron ends up landing earlier and first burst out to Skullduggers.
Close touching the follow through, but unfortunately, he's going to get eaten up straight away. Throws out the item. Banana peel not too consequential, but the backdash gets caught again.
Okay, landed the banana, ends up on the peel, but still FD. Not enough to save you from the close slash. Skullduggers catches out the jump.
Where does this leave us in the life totals, though, is the question we need the answer to. And 0 seems to be our answer.
I thought it was lethal, but we only had a little bit to check that HP beforehand. Burst still available for Aarondamac, and we're going for the IAD J2K, the roll right through. You grabbed it the first time, but still one more thing on the mental stack.
Gets that hit. Tries to send the banana peel flying here. Does not quite work out the way that we planned it. It looked better on paper, but unfortunately, Deus Ex.
Put the banana in the paper bag, man. 50% already down for Skullduggers. Meter advantage, but for how long when you got that positive bonus just churning the resources? Got punch. Oh, and just barely didn't build up the burst before the wall splat. 2 Deus Ex Machina to send you straight through the glass.
Boy. So once again, in a very solid spot here. Burst available for both players, fully locked and loaded.
Wow, the Solid just trying to look for something off of the 2P.
Double 5K, was trying to go burst safe, trying to juggle with the hammer in mind. Roll comes on through, and Aaron focuses low, bullets are low as well, chooses to just get focused instead of breaking the wall.
Yeah, scary, avoid the burnout, but now no bullets in the chamber. Skulldugger's trying to make the most out of it. Yes, we have some strong buttons coming out from Happy Chaos, but without the threat of the bullet behind them, gives you so much room to work with. Skulldugger's ties it up.
Back and forth, no way I'd rather have it. Honestly and truly, we've had so many different games. Maybe it's just me and you being here. Maybe it's something in the water. Who knows? It's been a lot of Game 5s when we've been on. This is so good.
That's what I'm saying. I was hanging out with the TOs, the game leads before. I was like, only give me bad matches. They're like, what the hell are you talking about? I was like, the commentator's curse happens even when you're off the mic. So I got to say the opposite of what I want. And we are definitely getting it here. The trumpet, the extra parade behind the... Oh, the knee breaker straight on through with the wheelchair. Should be the kill, even with the wall break too.
What happened? Yeah, didn't seem to mind there. He's a cleanup. Half the burst still available here for Skull. Trying to take this game lead. Good burst timing. And of course, you're able to take aim. No punish, but still priority.
Yeah. The immediate reel back, just avoiding the burst. Still stuck in the corner, trying to keep the bomb away, but Aaron just holding on to the down back. He's like, all right, man, you keep the shenanigans up. I'll wait over here.
Mini Faust, the best item.
Yep. Ooh. Damn. Off the wall, looking Vans right now. Not going to go for the super instead. It's Scarecrow for the attempted reset and RC confirmed, but instead now you're in the corner against Aarondamac. We get the bullets right back.
Staggered 2Ks, ends up finding a 2D, gets the wall stick, the full reload into the break with the 2S.
Damn, 6 bullets in the chamber and still a decent amount of focus to go, but Scarecrow PRC, another jump scare. Not going to get the burst up, especially when we route into the charged blue Wild Assault. Such smart routing from Skullduggers, but it's not enough. Now it's shot into the focus super.
Oh, the tap does connect, of course, the final boss, Deus Ex. It doesn't matter how good your routing is, it doesn't matter how good your neutral is. You can play it as well as you want. Tap, dust will still find it. It is inevitable.
Jesus. Can't avoid it. So close for Skullduggers. Made the best options that you could in the routing, but the damage just not enough to prevent the burst. Now Aarondamac back in it.
Wow, what a 6P.
Yep. Got the mini Faust out on the board. Woo! I did not know you could detonate it with a golf swing as well. Just trying to make sure that we don't, you know, make the least use of it. Nice fuzzy with the JK, but it's not enough for the scalpel kill.
Okay, and the Wild Assault there, I love that, trying to lock him out of the burst. So smart! Wild Assault in pressure there is genius. Locked him out of the burst. Only one possible option on the reversal there, and the YRC is so well scouted.
Jesus. Terrifying to try and give up your turn there, but ends up working out so well for Skullduggers' pressure, but Aaron fighting back immediately. The early burst, but still finds the IAD counter. This might be looking like a quick round for Aaron.
Play seeming like it. Deus Ex, full reload. What we got on this one, though? Maybe just going to go for the safe jump. Might just throw the curse. Safe jump is going to be the choice, and it catches a backdash.
Yeah. Clean round, and the perfect shows it all. It's still pretty clean on the burst as well, so Aaron... First economy looking good. 6P, 100-ton weight.
Okay. Appreciated the idea there with the 6H. Burst does end up coming through, and the headbanger for the anti-air.
Yeah, I tried to be tricky with the jump back. IAD, J2K, but instead you're brought over to this corner. Aaron for the jump back instead, just holding onto the wall.
Oh, hey, Speed Racer.
That's what I'm saying. It blended in with the pallet. Maybe you didn't see the banana peel where we were going. A single bullet in the chamber, but you refilled them all back up with the Deus Ex Machina.
Aaron, a chance to tie this back up, a chance to give us what we wanted. Another game 5. Looks for the high-low. Not going to work out here. Skullduggers back on the offense and meter for everyone. Full resources.
Tried to scramble out, but ends up getting caught by the close slash. I wonder if it was a backdash that we scouted, but either way, the air throw, RC, we got the Afro applied, but doesn't matter when you're the one on offense. Instead, the counter hit 2H from downtown post. YRC maybe catching out an attempt to scramble out. Set point Skullduggers.
Full burst though, 2P not going to work out. 2S ends up winning it out. The superior normal beating out in footsies.
Oh no, the whip on the 2K, the whip on the 5D as well, but we still got the shots behind it, but the economy was looking a little bit dicey on the resources until, once again, the 21 gun salute.
Oh, nice block.
J2K double overhead on the JPP, not going to be able to build with the burst in time, and with more than enough damage, Aaron brings us to game 5.
Those 2 shots, and it feels like almost it's like 50% of the rounds that Aaron is taking home are somehow just converting into perfects here. Continues. I mean, once he finds that hit, once he finds that momentum here, it starts to feel unstoppable. It's up to Skull, the B1 to set the tempo. Every time we've had the opener, we've been able to secure the round, and that is a hell of an opener.
Yeah, counter hit off the charge, Blue Wild Assault. I wonder what Aaron was looking for there.
And with charge Blue Wild Assault as your starter, look at that damage. 7 hits.
Right?
There were 2 jabs in that combo.
Just to try and keep the momentum up. Now we got the detonate on the Afro. Sniped out with the 5K, 100 ton. Walk it out. There we go. Far slash burst out. Aaron really not trying to put himself on a set point situation for Skullduggers with such a big health lead.
These trades, not what you want to see, but it's okay. Opportunity here arising. Gets the roll, gets the hit. Deus Ex, positive bonus is going to give us 50 meters right away.
There we go. Good on the resources, but also gives Skullduggers back the full burst, the backdash, steady aim, and with curse applied, might have been able to get another wall break, but instead, strike throw up against the wall.
Oh no, but unfortunately my favorite, Faust eating his son, my favorite painting, gets cleaned up, not what you want to see. Potential final round here, especially with your burst intact. This is huge for Skull.
Yeah, this round start looking like a Renaissance art piece right now. We eat the Afro, we got one more item in tow, just give us a little bit of meter off of that special. Now we're swimming through the skies, avoiding the curse, and the wall bounce off the JH as well. Aaron, with one last burst, might not get another chance in this set.
I thought for sure that was going to be a command though. Aaron, patience of a monk to stay on the ground there. 6H, Mini Faust gets the jump over, the lazy double jump.
Ooh! Scout the wrist, the Scarecrow, PRC, the CS, the Mini Faust, and the mix. Skullduggers is going to qualify for loser side top 16.
They just had some kind of weird...
MacMens keeps pointing at the projector. I wonder what he's looking for, man.
I don't know. They did some kind of interpretive dance with their fist bump there.
Interesting.
I think MacMens is 1-0 right now, from what I saw.
He's trying to play the mental game, the inner game of tennis as we head on into a game number 1.
I felt like I was watching ping pong. Came on through, gets the 2D and goes off the wall here. And okay, good little reversal 2 PM response there from MacMens.
Marvelo, I love you, but this skin is so ugly, dog.
It low-key sucks.
The reload skins, but, you know, we got the comic book Marvelo. I think it only makes sense thematically. Pulling up here, burst out from MacMens.
And it looks good for some characters, too. I just don't like Chips.
I know, yeah. A little too bold, kind of blends in with the Council of 3 here, but maybe that's what you're looking for, right? We don't have invisibility, but it's the closest we got with the camo index, the hop, and the throw for MacMens.
And he's able to find the throw again, looping that pressure. YRC breaks out, and what a tech.
Okay, walk back, far slash, the empty low up, the 2K2D. It's Ko for the kill. MacMens for round 1.
Good use of the Fujin there, able to blow things up.
Yep.
Burst almost back on Marvelo's side. It's one of the nice things about being able to spend it super early in Marvelo's place.
Oops. Looking for the tightrope. It's FD to try and buy a little bit of space, but tightrope just keeps the pressure clean.
That's just like we said earlier, as we're sneaking that low and a DP, the Beta Blade. I love it. No fear. Yeah. Ooh. Having that extra angle to be able to potentially throw into your movement on a movement-heavy character already in Chipp is such a nightmare.
Makes it so terrifying, right? Especially when we're seeing the match against Ooeygooey, you know, with Verix, you know, taking to the skies that right above the ground threat, you know, especially now that we have tightrope. It's one more angle to have to worry about the cross-up, the run-through on the JH.
That's just a 5K, trying to do that in and out playstyle just a bit. The trade doesn't quite work out, blocks the overhead, and YRC's back to offense.
Oh no, with 6H. Big chillin' brought you over to the corner. No trade confirmed to be seen. The falling button and no burst from MacMens. It's all right, I'll save it for the next round.
Okay. 5K right off the rip is actually able to stop sign that first attempt at a dash there.
Yep. See it, tightrope applied. The check on the grounded movement, that 2P.
Ooh, off the wall, the 5P. I love the idea. Is able to get that neat and tidy anti-air into the Ko. Finally is able to find that damage we've been looking for.
Yep. So tricky with the movement, but when MacMens is able to find the starter, even off the anti-air 5P, it's a big chunk of damage out of Marvelo's HP, but we can't stop the aggression now. PRC post-Rekka, but oh good God, when are we gonna burst? Finally an escape, but one more chance.
Okay. Throws an opportunity here, 6P though. I mean, we've been doing a good job of using the rope to go for that extra little angle to be able to get that second jump and get over these 6Ps. But if you are attached to the rope, that 6P is free. Anji's is the perfect angle for stopping it. Yeah,
definitely a bold challenge there, thinking, oh man, is this going to be meaty? But the upper body invo just keeping you safe. But Marvelo, one that is, you know, he's not afraid to take his time in the character select before that rematch screen. Take a deep breath and reassess for game number 2.
I cannot believe one of these players is not going to be in top 16, by the way.
Man.
Right off the rip, we get that cross up. 2K, 2D, off the rope, blocks the burst, everything in L.
What side was he on, man? I feel like that was 8 side swaps in a row. How did he end up getting the wall break?
I don't know how he got back to the left side.
Coach, I'm going to need a replay on that call, but J2K on the other side, another cross-up. Marvelo has not stayed on the same side for more than 2 seconds.
Okay, and with the positive bonus building up, takes a step away and tries to use the shuriken as much as we want to make it work. Unfortunately, it still doesn't.
Sending out a projectile of our own. The the butterfly rather, just getting eaten up by the Beta Blade.
Got that trade on the 5K, 6P in response. Listen, that's one thing that I talked about with Marvelo, and he told me that he realized that in Guilty Gear, everything comes back to just 6P it. And that was one of his major adjustments in the last patch. And it's good to see it continues here. Obviously, the 6P making its mark once again.
There we go. Little 5H action as well. The 100-meter available for Marvelo. The tightrope applied, but keeps the pressure on. We got all the... Oh, no! 5P! Not quite the 6P, but still a quick check with such good range from Anji.
I definitely agreed. Wild Assault sends out the clone, finds the knockdown. Oh, nice block.
What? He like teleported back to the other side. I don't understand. What's check him controller? Check him character.
You got it, bro.
Me personally, I am not blocking that.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Not much to be done there. Listen, for MacMens, it's a sip of water, and we go back into the breach. What else can you do?
You gotta lock back in, brother. Game number 3. Oh, but we stuck out the 5K, the immediate whip punish on the Wild Assault as well from Marvelo. We wanted all that momentum.
Yeah, 5K has been a pretty good round starter so far for MacMens there, but the adjustments already coming through. Twirl, and PRC's response. No! The DP, I gotta assume it was an execution error, but if not, a little ambitious.
Maybe looking for whip punish Rekka or a 6H rather. Either way, not gonna work out what you needed. The burst, not for Marvelo.
Dash up 5K, trying to play the in and out play style just a bit. There's the throw with a little bit of an extension, using the rope actually, but a little bit of a drop.
Yeah, maybe trying to jump back up for a, you know, JH, but a little bit too high off the ground. Nagiha right in your face, able to find the punish.
Uh-oh. Yeah, with this meter, absolutely. Building that 50 bar, having that last little RC is just enough to be able to push you to the wall, be able to take the round here, especially being ahead on burst is massive against Chipp.
Fujin, my beloved, we set the tightrope. Chillin', 5H. 2B6H, just get us a little bit of corner carry. Now we're slashing on the ground with the 2S Marvelo. Getting a lot more grounded than the defense right now.
5P whipping overhead. Goes straight in this time. Continues to find mileage there on the 2Ps into the 6H.
Yep.
Not very much life to play with here from Marvelo.
Hit the glass, 2S after the RC. Tap on the Gamma Blade. More touch. You got to be crazy here to bring this back, but MacMens with a save 2P puts himself up 2-1.
2P, the Lord's normal. It has been doing all of the work consistently. So much of the damage in that round just came from these really, really good reversal presses from MacMens.
And both of the players taking a deep breath before we head on into the rematch, saying, all right, I got to lock in, I got to lock in. Game number 4, one away from MacMens securing that loser side top 16 spot.
6P and no confirm. A rare missed opportunity there from Marvelo, and then a burst in response.
Yep. Oos. There he goes at the butterfly. Hopping on through with staggers off of the close slashes, trying to maintain the wrist situation with some of that faultless defense, but look at on the meter, it drained.
RC into the co. Drops the combo, but that's okay. Still in the corner, still in control. 6P was ready for the IED, but Marvelo with a great adjustment mid-conversation.
Exactly. We said just 6P it, but knows your opponent is thinking the same damn thing, looking for the delay rid, but we jump out, but all good because we got the meter behind it for another RC. MacMens 0 round to lose.
Yeah, and that committing that wild assault, not getting much from it. I was going to say could be costly. But in the end, doesn't matter too much for MacMens here. Might be headed to the top 16.
1 round away, but we find a clean counter hit from Marvelo. Beginning of the end, but you're still going to need so many more of these openings to try and, you know, get through that Anji HP.
IBFD to buy some room. Unrelenting is Chipp, though. Zanif, the president himself, continues the rush down. Love the reversal timing on the Fujin, but a nice punish.
Block on the rim, the Uzumaki Barrage straight through the glass once again. That doesn't quite build up the burst either. Oh, never mind. I forgot about the wall break, but still, good situation here for Marvelo, especially with that positive bonus.
Just vamping all of this meter, using that FD to the best of his ability. Unfortunately, conked straight on the top of the head. That's going to take it to the final round here in Game 4. MacMens moving on, or Marvelo taking it to that decisive finale.
Let's see it, the immediate flash to the 2P. I understand a safe way to try and poke at the round start, but Marvelo once again finds another whip punish. Ooh.
I feel like the big adjustment for Marvelo is he's just giving more room. If you notice how far away he's standing, he's giving MacMens a ton of space to try and make these aggressive plays.
Yeah, exactly. We talk about the 5P, the 2P so much as safe ways for MacMens to try and check this space, but staying right out of range. Obviously, you're not going to be whip punishing such a fast move, but staying and, you know, just trying to look for something preemptive to find that whip punish. Instead, 50 meter on the board here for Marvelo to tie it back up. Counter hit 5H and stabilizes it with the RC. We're going to Game 5.
And this new spacing and this new idea of how to let MacMens try to be the one to approach a little more often has been such a difference maker for Marvelo. 50% of our hits in that round were max, tip, very tip max range 6Ps going into Rekkas there. Marvelo, I mean, MacMens, what's your adjustment here? As a follow-up, maybe try to send the tweet a little more, try and be a little more aggressive with Kara Fujin.
Yeah, what are we thinking? FD to try and you know, save a little bit of that risk. So it's healthy on the HP, but instead we built up the 50 and immediately go for Rekka 3. We saw the jump back, but I wonder if we were actually looking for the burst bait there. Marvelo. All right, caught up by the 2P.
Oh, double Fujin into the low. Spam and everything didn't quite work out though. Marvelo finally ends up cracking on defense a bit and spends that burst just to get out.
There we go. Fujin straight on through the spin and straight into the fan super. We break the glass, we spin the fans, but still Marvelo lives.
Resources looking a little tight for both players. YRC ends up being the decision. Tries to go for the shimmy, but a 2D max distance tip of the sandal saves the day. MacMens is on set point.
Here we go. Pretty even on the burst situation as well. One more round from MacMens could send Marvelo home at number 17, but can we hold on strong?
6P not quite finding the mark. Sneaking in for the low. 2P has the punish. What else though?
Ooh, jumps ourselves out of the corner, but once again, the 2P, that button that has been commanding the set the entire time. MacMens, the tap on the dome with the Rin, the mental stack going crazy, so we DP to give ourselves a little bit of room to reassess.
Look at the meter from MacMens though, and you know he loves to go for the parry instead. Oh no, the burst!
Yeah, tried to go for the burst bait, but we're swinging right through PRC straight into the spin. The J2K from the top rope, we're trying to keep MacMens on his toes right now, tapping on the toes with a 2K, but a big counter hit starter for Marvelo up against the wall with the Alpha Blade.
Might take it the distance here. Nice tech, crazy defense. Tries to go for the Kara once again. Not quite gonna work out here. Gonna hold on to the burst and still alive somehow. How is he still alive?
The boy who lived with a 100-meter BRC, the code to bring you back down to earth. Tried to go for the good player mix, but still staying alive.
Oh, somehow taking it the distance there. That little fist pump, but you're not out of it yet. Job's not done, Marvelo.
Again, you still got one more round. The burst advantage over to MacMens. Marvelo really not a lot of health to try and build that back up. It's going to be time and patience.
Very smart burst here. Sets up the rope. Again, just having that option potentially to apply. Gets the throw, and now back into it again.
Yeah, pulling up with the Gamma Blade. 50-meter available for Marvelo. You know he's looking for Rekka 3 into the BRC. We bit it at the throw, but no confirm. The far slash. Oh, the 5K a little bit too far, but these counter hits on the 5Hs are working so well. The new spacing, and now we get to confirm it's Gasper game for MacMens.
MacMens down to the wire here. Big opportunity. Blocks out and using that FD, trying to buy some space, trying to have some real estate. Gets away with the FD, but how long can he survive? Not very long. Marvelo able to secure it there, sends the RC, sends the overhead. And